Did I make you run up all those stairs?
Oh, it's you. Didn't I make myself clear? I'm not going to go on listening to you if you won't tell me who you are.
Who I am? But I keep telling you. I'm the light in your jade green eyes when the sun bursts through and turns our stone gray city into gold. I am the lilt in your voice when you're assailed with joy. The bounce in your instep when you stride out flaunting a brand new dress. I am the melting feeling in your tummy when you hear music so sublimely beautiful you want to cry. I am the secret paramour of your dreams. Did you get my card?
Yes, I got it. Is that what you think I look like?
I know what you look like. And now I think it's only fair for you to learn what I look like. You are alone, aren't you?
Alone. Yes. Bastard. Hello? Hello?
I'm coming. What was the hurry? I had to feed the chickens, hadn't I?
Patricia was 10. I taught her to drive a tractor. When she was 12, she was strong enough to milk a cow. Better than I could myself. Now, she's gone and got herself a degree in agriculture. The first in the family ever to do such a thing. So let us all drink to her health and to her happiness. Because happiness is what she brings us all. To Patricia.
Why don't you have a real drink, Lar? You used to be able to drink like a man. I made a terrible solemn pisser of you in America, Lar.
Now, I'll be 63 next birthday. And though I'm good and healthy, thank God, still, I suppose I need a little bit more rest than what I used to. So, I have a little proposal to make. I would like you, Patricia, to come and live here because I decided to leave this house and farm to you.
Uncle Lar.
Well, Patricia.
It's good of you to think so highly of me. There's nothing I'd rather do than help you run the farm. But not yet. I feel I'm not yet quite ready for the farming life. I accepted a teaching job in Dublin.
That's cesspit.
It's the sort of place, I hope, where I might wake up with new thoughts every day. Just a year, Uncle Lar.
Well, Patricia, I suppose you must follow your nose. or you live forevermore with regrets. We'll do without you for a year, but no longer. And we don't want you picking up those city ways up there. We want the girl we know.
An unusual position to find the body in a crime of this sort.
Yes. It seems unlikely that the murderer is a missionary.
Radioactivity, then, is probably as familiar to you all as nuclear power or the atomic bomb. I'll have that lipstick. Thank you, Fiona. With your pretty complexion, I should have thought you could use something pinker. Tomorrow we'll start by defining exactly what an isotope is. All right, dismissed. Fiona, don't do it again.
Thank you.
Cannibals before a feast, following a long hunger. Stealing, my name is Robert Foxley, the English master. The headmaster would like you to join us for his beginning of term pep talk. Perhaps you'll be free for a drink after.
Oh, I like that. Please call me Patricia.
Where do you live, Patricia?
Oh, I'd clean forgotten. I've got an appointment to go see a place in Laza Park at 6 o'clock. I've been all over town for the last week without seeing anything I could afford or bear to live in. That.
Here, take this home. Blow it up at your leisure.
No. Why should I do that?
Try it and see. It can be very relaxing after a grueling day. But you got to give it a big puff to start it off, remember?
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Packing up a young life, Inspector. It's terrible hard.
We've been through the list of the man your daughter knew. Did you notice anything unusual in her behavior lately?
I like it. It has great character.
I call that bed the Grongley. It looks fit for a king's mistress. If you come, we'll have to share it. I myself wouldn't share with just anyone, and not everyone would want to share with me.
It's a tricky business, I agree.
Shall I show you the rest?
Oh, please.
Oh, I'm Monica Quigley, by the way, and I'm from Ballyshannon. It's a bit old-fashioned, I'm afraid. Do you mind if I ask you a personal question?
I'll tell you when I hear it.
Are you a virgin?
Are you?
Well, yes, I am, but rather defensive about it, I must say. The last girl who shared this flat with me lost hers while she was here. The way she carried on, you'd think she'd been elected Miss Ireland, or won the prize for best heifer at the county fair, more likely. She tried to make me feel totally inadequate. So it's not that I expect you to be one, but I'd really like to know how you feel about it.
Like a good many other girls, I gave mine away at college to a man I thought I loved. I made a mistake.
Delou, you said a mistake. Sounds rather sad.
Not at all. I just discovered that it's a myth that men are more passionate than we are. There was I, blazing away like a forest fire, while he was just a little candle guttering there in the dark. I said to myself, they can't all be like that. I decided to wait.
So, you're still waiting? Coffee?
Thanks. The truth is, I've come to Dublin to look around. If I find what I'm looking for, I'm not going up to him to hit him over the head with my club and drag him back to my cave. But I am going to make damn sure he knows I'm here.
Do you think jumping into his bed is the best way? Creep?
A little. I just don't know. Because I think we dream of the man we love before we meet him. When we finally see him in the flesh, he is the dream made real.
What's he like, the man in your dream?
He is a beautiful rock.
A rock? Hard, then.
Always hard. Not only hard, but strong, reliable, inscrutable. I mean, where's the excitement in a man you can read like a book? An imaginative rock. That's all I want.
If you want to share this flat with me, you're welcome. We'll go and tell Mr. Mullally, our ideal landlord. He's about 109, stone deaf, and thinks of nothing but horses. Mr. Mullally! Mr. Mullally! This is Patricia Teeling, who's going to share the flat with me.
She's welcome. She's very welcome.
Sir Lance Hall will win at Doncaster tomorrow. He'll win by a short head from Trilby.
Can I get you anything from the shops tomorrow?
Last time I rode was with Larry Olivier. in Henry V. I was only an extra, but he said I could handle a horse.
We must leave you.
He which hath no stomach to this fight, let him depart. His passport shall be made, and crowns for convoy put into his purse.
Goodbye.
What those girls need is a little touch of Larry in the night.
The women of Dublin should be on their guard against a very persuasive stranger.
What do you do then?
I have a very keen nose. I sniff for a firm of coffee importers.
I translate English into medieval Irish. I've just finished Irish and the Great Gatsby. It was terrible hard finding a publisher for it.
I'm not surprised. Excuse me.
I'll wait for you.
There is a wreck tonight as bird dogs, the lot of them. It must be the weather. I was dancing with this red-faced courier, and what does he do but try and relieve himself up against my leg? Oh no, I had to tell him that this was a dance hall, not a comfort station.
There you are.
Excusez-moi, mademoiselle, but how about a little, shall we say, vaisselle action?
Thank you very much. Thank you, monsieur. I enjoyed that immensely. What do you do when you're not being a cross between John Travolta and Nureyev?
Moi, I'm an osteopath. Albanian osteopaths. They are very rare in Dublin. And you?
I'm a veterinarian. A lady vet. Just as rare, I should say. I've got to work tomorrow. Good night.
Oh. Can I see you home?
I'm a lone ranger. I come dancing on my own and go home alone. But if you want to do me a favor, you can walk me to the door. That way Harry Halitosis over there can hardly follow.
Come on then.
You must be Patricia Teeling.
Oh, yes.
I'm Fanula Sullivan. My husband and I live on the floor below you. And she was here to help you with your cases. Well, just come and have a drink. And we've got these upstairs.
Oh, how kind you are. Where I come from in the country, they all think Dubliners are so unfriendly. What marvelous colors. Signed Sullivan. Did you or your husband do these?
I did. Danny is a writer who finds it very hard to write. I sometimes think he just enjoys the idea of being a writer. I'm afraid it makes me rather angry.
Do you regret marrying? I'm sorry. What a rude question.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Danny once told me that I had the face of a pre-Raphaelite angel. I didn't know then that he spent words as recklessly as he spends money. Yes, I do sometimes regret.
But you still love him.
Just occasionally. But much of the time I hate him. Marriage is a bed of nails, Patricia. Don't let anyone tell you different.
Larkin downstairs just came in. I think he's beating her again.
Is Fanula there? It's Patricia Teeling from upstairs. I just wanted to borrow some milk. It's you.
Hello there. Oh, listen, I'm Danny Sullivan, and I'm not the Albanian osteopath.
Well, I'm not a lady vet, but still.
You tell me how you discovered where I live.
I moved in upstairs before I met you. Where's Fanula?
Gone. Visit a friend. Did I hear you say milk? Come here. What a coincidence! The undisputed queen of the ballroom turns out to be the girl next door.
Thank you very much.
Will you come have that drink with me one evening?
I don't think so.
Think? What does that mean, think?
It means I'm thinking about your wife.
She's often glad to see the back of me.
Goodbye.
Mama said beware of strangers plying you with cheap champagne. That may not be romance, but just give me half a chance. I'll do it all again. Cynics say love leads to danger. Might be wiser to abstain. But if there's bliss in store for me, why resist?
You are yourself.
I'll do it all again. I should know by now which way the wind blows. Experience has made me weather-wise. So why is it I'm always chasing rainbows, while some sweet-talking guy feeds me sweet notes? What if it don't last forever? That's no reason to complain.
I'm afraid it lacks shoulder.
Mama may be right.
Do you mean body, sir?
Well, as for the body, who knows when there isn't even a shoulder?
I'll call the manager, sir.
Yes, but I'm not saying that this is a Burgundian milk bottle, but merely that it is it's quite inarticulate.
I think what you deserve, sir, is one of my more judicious wines.
I've got a favor to ask you, Patricia. I'd be very grateful if you'd let me rub your tummy.
Whatever for?
It's very soothing. When I was a little boy, I suffered from wind. So my mother would put me lying on my back in bed and rub my tummy for hours.
So, why do you want to rub mine? I should have thought you would want someone to rub yours.
I like you, Patricia. I just want you to see how nice it is. This seat tilts back. See?
I don't feel like it this evening, Robert. Perhaps another time.
I'm not very good with women. I always say I do the wrong thing.
You're doing very well. Did you love your mother?
I was lucky. She died when I was 10. Before I had time to outgrow her. Now, you'll make a good mother, Patricia. When I saw you on that first day of term, I said to myself, she's a born mother. Do you think it's unnatural for a man to desire a son from the womb of a particular girl? To think of that before he thinks of the act that must precede it?
It isn't unnatural, exactly. But it certainly is unusual. Thank you for a memorable dinner, Robert. Good night.
When you think of men, what do you see?
Usually I see their faces. Some smooth and soft, some hard and lean. I like the lean ones best.
For all your experience, you're very pure, Patricia. When I was 16, I used to imagine men's faces. But when I began following rugby, I could only think of their thighs and male appendages. I used to think that having imaginings like that was a terrible curse. Till my brother told me he used to always think of women stark naked. That is, if he bothered to think about them at all.
I think what men really value in us is that we're a captive audience. They talk such a lot of bull.
You have not gone to Mass this morning.
It's you. How do you know? I could have gone earlier.
You have the air of a contented truant. Here. Oh, look. Those swans remind me of an experience I once had when I was a boy. I was walking along the river when I saw 7 big sewer rats. And they were attacking another one. The little outcast, he fought back as he retreated. And when he found himself on the bank, he turned and jumped in. The others gathered on a large stone and watched as he swam to the opposite bank. Well, he was swimming so fast, he couldn't have seen the ladylike swan, her 3 little cygnets, until he was within 2 feet of her. They dived to avoid her, but with a sudden dart of her neck, she flicked him in the air, just like a coin. The rat came down on his back. She picked him up and flung him once again, while the 3 little cygnets clung in a little cluster behind her.
So, what happened then?
Well, the rat came down. But this time he didn't swim. And the water folded over him. And then for a moment, he floated on the surface. Just for a moment, until the current sort of pulled him under. Oh, I think of that incident nearly every day.
Oh, it's the story of a born loser.
Somehow I have the odd feeling that that's the story of my life.
Have you written about it?
Oh, no. Things that matter to me as a man, I just can't face as a writer.
Maybe you will.
Will you have that drink with me now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
New evidence has emerged in the investigation into the murder of Kathy O'Malley, the Gardaí announced today. Police wish to hear from any women who may have received disturbing anonymous telephone calls during the last few weeks. They have reason to believe that the murder of Cathy O'Malley may be linked to another as yet unsolved murder. The number they should phone is 01756 687.
I can sense a glass wall between myself and everything I do. I know there's a wind blowing, but I can't feel it on my face. My indifference. It's more like paralysis. Oh, Patricia, I think you could help me. I need to talk to someone with the gift of first-hand experience. All I need is to meet you for a drink, conversation now and again.
We'll see.
Absolutely no hawkers or solicitors today. This is the Sabbath. Have you no respect?
Danny! Ow! I brought some bread, wine, and cheese. Anyway, what was all that about?
I'm writing a weightless story for the New Yorker magazine about bums, what you Irish call tinkers. Anyway, this is the last paragraph. It'll be just a minute. Oh, yes, the kitchen. That's Strudar.
Have you ever sold a story to the New Yorker before?
No, I haven't. But a fellow I met in a pub last night told me I could live in comfort on 3 New Yorker stories a year. Think about it. Only 12,000 words.
Why does he need so many scalpels?
Hmm?
The man who lives here. Is he a butcher or a surgeon?
He's a gay engineer, and I'm looking after his cats while he's skiing somewhere in Switzerland. But I do see what you mean. Perhaps he's the Dublin Ripper in his spare time.
I think you brought me here under false pretenses. You said you needed inspiration, but you finished your story. Did you simply want someone to bring you lunch?
No. No, I've asked you here to help me conduct a little experiment. Come here. Come here, sit beside me. Come here. I'm not going to touch you. You are a suspicious creature. Now, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this to you before, but I happen to be a very keen douser.
You look for water with a hazel rod?
Among other things, I sometimes look for metal, for example. Now, I want to perform a dowsing experiment on you.
And what do I do while you're dousing?
I'm going to ask you to hide a coin, a 10-penny piece, in your underclothes. And with the help of my dowsing rod, I am going to find it. Watch. No, this is how it works. Oh, you see? You see? Watch. Oh, there's something down there. Uh-oh. Obviously, your bladder.
Well, I must say, you're a trier. And original, too.
I'm perfectly serious. Here's a 10-penny piece. I'm going to leave the room while you lie on the sofa.
Yes.
Right? All right. Right? No, not in your clothes. Not in your underclothes. And you'll have plenty of time to use your imagination, because I have to make a phone call. behind you as you shop for groceries. I note your crystal glass ankles. That crimson skirt of yours, the one that clings so beguilingly to your ass. Like an acolyte, I raise your chasuble and have you over a parked Toyota. I love the erotic wrinklings of your crotchless panties. Why crotchless panties, you may in your innocence ask? Well, if they weren't crotchless, how could I have you while you're waiting for the traffic lights to change? Now, you must go shopping tomorrow at 3:32 p.m. And then I will have you twice before the post office clock chimes 4. Look where I come. The flow of cream-colored blood, marbling the glorious crimson of your ass. Oh!
Hello? Hello? All right, don't answer if you don't want to. But let me tell you, he's just a crazy panty fetishist. Hello? How can you frighten some innocent girl with your disgusting ravings?
It was my wife. Well, if a man can't make obscene phone call to his own wife, what the hell is the world coming to anyway?
Did she know it was you?
No, she thought it was Albanian osteopath. Look, Patricia had hurt her terribly. She knew the truth. That's why I cut the phone wire.
You're the Albanian osteopath! Oh, Lord. The whole thing's so slimy and awful. I can't wait to get home and take a bath. Now you've seen your pair of panties for the day. You can go off to the loo and relieve yourself because I'm going home.
Patricia, you don't understand. Last August, Fanula started getting obscene phone calls from a man describing himself as an Albanian osteopath. At first, she was afraid and asked me to listen on the phone. Gradually, she started looking forward to the phone calls. Finally, she wouldn't let me listen at all. Okay, last Christmas, the phone calls stopped. Fanula gets depressed, Patricia. Look, she didn't even let me answer the phone. She thought every time it rang, it was for her. I'm telling you the truth, Patricia.
After you left this morning, Robert Foxley called unexpectedly to suggest that we go for a walk. You don't mind my going out with him, do you?
Bless you, my children, is all I can say. Did he want to stroke your tummy?
I'm afraid he did. In fact, he keeps wanting me to take what he describes as his macro penis in my hand.
And did you oblige him?
I said I might. If you swaddled it in cling wrap first. I was afraid it would be like handling a stick of dynamite, not knowing when it would detonate. Sounds as if Sullivan's being particularly brutal tonight.
I didn't think he was here.
Oh, I almost forgot. I passed poor Fanula on the stairs this evening. She wants you to come and have a drink with her after school. Something important to tell you.
Fanula, are you there? Fanula? Danny? Anyone at home? Danny? Hello? Fanula? Strange. Hello? Fanula? Fanula?
If you change your mind, don't hesitate to telephone. My Aunt Sheila says there's plenty of room, and you're very welcome. You all right? You sure?
Now, tell me about Danny Sullivan. Danny Sullivan.
We had drinks together sometimes. I already told you. I saw him yesterday at the place he was house sitting in Booterstown. We had a sort of row.
A row? Why?
He wanted... I think he may have hoped to make love to me. But I may have misinterpreted his intentions. We Irish girls aren't as worldly as we might be. For what it's worth, I can't imagine Danny being capable of murdering anyone.
We don't, at the moment, have enough evidence to suspect him of being the murderer, Miss Teeling. From what your roommate told me when I interviewed her earlier, I'm fairly certain that you both heard the murder.
That noise as we were going to sleep?
When you found her, Fanula Sullivan had been dead for at least 15 hours.
God rest her.
Death, my friends, tries its best to rival procrastination as the thief of time. But death is only a would-be thief. Because of the resurrection, he can filch the decaying body. But the glorious spirit runs like water through his fingers.
Lies. 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 Lies.
Death hath no more dominion over our dear departed sister, Fanula.
Dead. 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 She's as dead as a trussed turkey.
He's an atheist.
He's overwrought.
You're Patricia, aren't you? I'm from the Mail. You could make yourself a bit of money, Pat.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
One, I bet you've got a theory about the murder. Two, I bet you could give me a handy description of Fanula and the sort of men she liked. Three, I bet you're frightened to death of staying in this place. You give me any one of those stories, and I'll write you a nice, fat check right here on your doorstep.
Oh, you really gave it to that little vulture. Vulture! Jesus, I'd almost given up on the human race.
Oh, Danny, why didn't you tell the truth about the phone calls at the inquest?
Why didn't you contradict me?
I keep asking myself that question. And I think it's because of a gut feeling that you're innocent. And that...
And that?
And that I'd be dead myself if you were guilty. Hello?
I should like to speak to Miss Teeling.
This is she.
I have something to tell you about yourself. Something you may never have realized. The universe is your box of toys. You dabble your fingers in the dayfall. You are gold dusty with tumbling, a good word amidst the stars. You make bright mischief with the moon. Broken fancies. You run wild over the fields of ether. You are my secret passion, and not even he who chases the rolling world can take you away from me. With a kiss for every breath you will draw, until you hear again from me, I give you goodbye.
Hello? Danny. Is that you?
Oh, and get them to put a tap on Sullivan's phone.
We'll need a warrant for that. I know. Get it. Okay.
I'm very glad you got onto us. I've been going over the evidence you gave at the inquest with great care, and I think you may have missing pieces of the jigsaw puzzle even though you don't know it.
Well, I'm quite sure I've told you everything I know.
You are quite sure that Danny Sullivan was not your lover?
I know he was not. It is not something about which I can imagine being unsure.
If you had to single out a quality of Danny Sullivan's that most struck you, what would it be?
Innocence. He has a degree of innocence of which no Irishman can conceive.
Innocence, Miss Teeling.
Well, let's call it purity of spirit. He's that rare bird these days. A romantic.
For that reason, if for no other, you should beware of Danny Sullivan, Miss Teeling. Did the voice on the telephone sound like Mr. Sullivan?
I don't believe so. It was the voice of a superior newsreader or a lector in a cathedral reading something grand like Isaiah or St. Paul. A dark, syrupy voice. If Danny could do it, I'd say he missed his vocation.
Interesting. Now, I'm not trying to alarm you, But I am asking you to be on your guard and to remember that I shall not be far away. Now and then you may see me or Sergeant Farrelly in the distance. All it means is that we're looking after you.
Goodbye, Inspector.
Goodbye, Miss Teeling.
Your breath, Inspector, smells of... I thought it was pipe tobacco, but it was of sweet basil. Delicious.
Dear Patricia, I wish you had listened to your mam for once and not gone gallivanting up to Dublin. Your cousin Hugh is down from Donegal staying with your Uncle Lar and may be thinking of taking your place altogether. It's high time you came home on a visit. Hugh's got your uncle back on the drink again and him a teetotaler these 20 years.
Reckon you're not used to this?
Used to it. My mom and I did this for my dad more times than I care to remember. And I never thought to see Uncle Lar sick. They were hard. You. There's a knack to this. Hard to remember.
Stay. Have a drink.
I'm going back to Dublin. Good night.
You're a cold fish, Teach. Snob.
Danny, care to go to Punchestown?
The races?
To the races.
Fantastic. I'll be right there.
Hey, you know, I thought of slashing my wrists from boredom.
But you talked me out of it. I thought you were somewhere in the country.
Country life is not what it used to be.
What happened? You have a row with your uncle?
No, I decided the Guinness is better in town.
Oh, what a girl you are, Patricia. Oh. Let's go win a fortune. Suddenly you've made me feel lucky.
Papal slipper jumped like a cat at Leopardstown. Would have won you if I hadn't rained that night.
I was talking to his stable lad this morning, and he said he has his human side too. He wanders around the yard, puts his head into the kitchen door. This morning, the trainer's wife burned some toast. And you won't believe this now, but he ate a bit of it for his breakfast.
I'm following those guys.
I had burnt toast for breakfast.
I must put money on Papal Slipper before the odds start to shorten. Now don't move a muscle. I'll be right back.
Our fortunes are made.
And what's your choice for the big race?
Number 4. I was thinking about Papal Slipper.
Well, if I were you, I'd put your money on Phlogiston, number 3.
But Phlogiston is a rank outsider. He's 40 to 1. What about Papal Slipper? They say he's had burnt toast for breakfast.
Not burnt toast, Miss Teeling, but 10 pounds of rolled oats.
Is that bad?
Well, it isn't good. You should be more careful where you get your information. And if you'll forgive a policeman for speaking frankly in the course of his duty, more careful in the company you keep. Now, when I saw you last, you spoke of Sullivan's innocence. Remember, the innocence of the truly mad is legendary.
The white flag has been raised, and they're off. In the early stages, Plowman's Lunch is the leader, with Kiss Me Quick and Master's Mate also prominent. Papal Slipper up with them too as they come down past the stands, away from the first fence in the grey. Plowman's Lunch the leader, Phlogiston moving up on the far side, then Papal Slipper, then a gap to Kiss Me Quick. Behind Kiss Me Quick comes Master's Mate. Back in view and going down the far side, away from that bank. Phlogiston has moved up to take the lead. Papal Slipper coming alongside as they go to the next. Papal Slipper makes a bad mistake and he's down. Papal Slipper is gone. He's hampered a few and Aaron Nicola comes through to lead over the 5th from home. Phlogiston moving up smoothly in 2nd place. Spanking Progress beginning to make ground just behind them. It's Rumbaba coming into it on the outside. Calico Boy is next. A slow jump there by Spanking Progress, but Phlogiston jumped it really well. After 3rd last, Aaron Nicola the leader, Phlogiston in 2nd, and Spanking Progress made a mistake. The rider doing very well to stay in the saddle. Going away now from the 2nd last fence. Phlogiston moving up smoothly, but as they straighten for the final fence. Aaron Nicola still the leader. Phlogiston coming there strongly on the far side. Surfer's Paradise and Melodrama as well there too. Racing down towards the final fence now. And the Phlogiston has been switched to the stand side as Surfer's Paradise comes to challenge. Little between them at the last. A mistake by Surfer's Paradise, but he's away from the fence in front. Fighting back on the stand side, Phlogiston, they're neck and neck as they race inside the last 150 yards. Surfer's Paradise with Phlogiston on the near side. It's very close between them as they go to the line. A very close one. A photo finish.
To Phlogiston. May he live forever in a perfect stud farm and cover more beautiful mares than any other stallion ever dreamed of.
Unfortunately, poor Phlogiston is a gelding. But I'm not. Shall we go home to bed?
You already know my answer to that.
Patricia, if you think I'm just looking for some quick nookie, you're wrong. Did I ever tell you that ever since the inquest, I've had the feeling that damned inspector's been following me? See him there?
I do. I rather like his face.
He's just trying to upset me. He walks like a barnacled goose. I call him Goosefoot. Let's go bait him with a little probing wit, shall we?
Oh, you must be mad.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Where's he gone?
Do you mind if we join you?
Not at all.
Oh, we were having fun over on the other side. Well, we saw you all alone, so we thought we'd come over here and spread a little sweetness and light.
Two elusive but fine qualities. You might find you had them in abundance in one corner, only to discover they'd deserted you by the time you crossed the room.
Oh. Tell me, have you ever heard of Goosefoot?
I know it as well as my own name. But have you heard of goose footing? Sometimes called first footing. It's common in the north. Presbyterians who celebrate the Scottish feast of Hogmanay sometimes mistake a Catholic house for one of their own. They cross the threshold, expecting to kiss the lassies, but are promptly goosed by the head of the family for their pains.
The goosefoot I had in mind has nothing to do with Irish tribal warfare. No, it's a weed-like, evil-smelling plant with a leaf like the foot of a goose.
Now there you are quite wrong, Danny. It is the common name for some members of the Chenopodicei, a lot of important vegetables.
I was going to say, doesn't it include spinach?
Absolutely. And mango wurzels and beets.
Now, well, I think I've been seeing rather a lot of you recently, Inspector... what's your name again?
Inspector Goosefoot McMyler. I thought you knew. A policeman by profession. But bird watching is my real love. I'm fond of watching the nocturnal birds, you know. The birds of prey.
Danny, I'm feeling rather tired. This has been a momentous day.
Oh, must you go so soon? Goodbye. I was beginning to enjoy our little chat.
Hello?
How refreshing it was to walk down Pembroke Road at your side today. The swing of your pleated skirt was like the swing of the open sea. You bore the breezes of the country as you paused by the Grand Canal. I stood at your shoulder, breathing the fragrance of your hair as you watched the lock gates spill and spew. You turned for home, and again I went with you, envying every pavement slab that bore the pressure of your heel. I love you, Patricia.
A few words from the Holy Gospel according to St. John from chapter 20, beginning at verse 4. So they both ran together, and the other disciple did outrun Peter and came first to the sepulchre. And he, stooping down, looking in,
saw the linen clothes lying. Yet he went not in. The meteors nuzzle their noses in your hand. You tease into growling the kennelled thunder, Patricia. The orbs of heaven are your eyes.
Then went he in also, that other disciple, which came first to the sepulchre. And he saw and believed.
What are you gonna have? A large whiskey, Hugh. Will yours be a whiskey too, Patricia?
It will. Tonight's the night I graduate from stout to whiskey. It's been a hard week.
All right. Hey, Peter. Have a pint of Guinness, a large and a small scotch, please.
You're a rare
girl, Patricia. I was afraid I was in for a lecture from you. Here you are, keeping me company. You must celebrate your homecoming.
I don't believe it.
I got up this morning, found you'd gone, so I decided it was time for me to explore the country. I took a room upstairs.
Uncle Lar, this is Danny Sullivan from Dublin.
Ah, pleased to meet you, sir.
Likewise, sir.
And this Danny is my cousin Hugh.
Sláinte. Hey.
What's this? Spinach? No, it's goose foot. You've never heard of it before? Well, it's very good when the leaves are young. Though, it's an odd name, I suppose, isn't it?
You always eat so late or so early. Must play hell with your stomachs.
I wouldn't be able to sleep right unless I set down a good ballast before turning in. Tell me, are you one of these fellas that writes for the newspapers and make life sound like one disaster after another? You know, farmer killed by tractor, husband murders wife.
He writes fiction, Uncle Lar. Short stories.
Ah, stories, is it? Do you think he'd like the story about Red Morgan? You know, when I went to America first, I worked for this stock farmer called Red Morgan. One day, his wife vanished. She never came back. We scoured the countryside for miles around. No sign of her. And then, about 9 years later, Red Morgan died. Left me his farm, because he had no family himself. And one day, Danny, I was crossing the paddock. I noticed my dog sniffing around this old tar barrel. I crossed to have a look, and I noticed where the rust had eaten a hole through the side of the barrel, there was this bone sticking out. I looked in the barrel, and there was this human skeleton. Red Morgan killed his wife, put her in the barrel, and sealed it up again. And Red Morgan, he had that old barrel at the end of his paddock as a mausoleum to admire every day till the day he died. Well, I bet you, Danny, there's lots of murderers like him walking around today, scot-free.
You would think that a murderer would have cold eyes.
No, not a bit of it. Red Morgan isn't the only murderer I've known. I know. No difference in their eyes between Danny's there, my own. Anyway, most murders are done on impulse. What do you think, Dan?
I'll tell you. What do you think? You think you're very clever. Talk of murder. You even talk of goosefoot. the way you have. It was Uncle Lar this, Uncle Lar that. What do I find when I get here? A wicked old man with the cunning of the devil. All he can do is foul the air with his hinting. Hinting!
What's come over you?
Oh, I've been goaded before and I haven't budged. Now it's your turn to worry, Patricia. Sleep on that if you can.
What did you put in this Guinness?
Danny, please let me drive you back to the pub.
I know perfectly well where I'm going. And you are the last person I want to take with me.
Danny.
Oh, yeah. You kept me dangling for 6 months while you philosophize about your precious twat!
Please don't say
You're not
that.
a woman, no, you're a monster!
Please don't say that.
Prick, teasing tomboy.
Danny, don't. Please don't.
No,
Please
don't
don't
touch me.
say that.
Oh, blessed virgin, save that soul.
I didn't think it'd go so quick.
What is it? Lara's dead.
It must have been that big dinner he had. Laid heavy on his heart. I heard a noise in his room, but when I got there, he was dead.
The will is very simple. It says, in effect, the farm in its entirety is left to Hugh Teeling.
It's all right, Mom.
You've led me down the labyrinthine ways of your own mind, but still I'm there. There is no escape from my inevitable embrace, Patricia. I have touched the sheets that kiss your body every night. I have breathed the scent of you from the most intimate of your garments. Wherever you go, in the city or countryside, in the echo of your footfalls, listen for my footsteps, for they are always there. For behind you, and beside you, around you, and within you, I am there. Wherever you go, it is only a matter of time until you are wholly mine.
And again I went with you, envying every pavement slab that bore the pressure of your heel. I love you,
Inspector McMiler. I tried to phone you at your office, but
I'm off duty today.
I had another phone call. And a visitor, I'm not sure who. I escaped out the back way.
Poor Miss
In fact,
Teeling, you
right
are
there.
having a bad time of it. Do come in and have a drink. A glass of wine. Tell me all about it.
That's right. Check it out at once, will you? And keep me informed. Right? Well, Sergeant Farrelly's on his way to look into this matter. Now, how's your drink going?
Oh, I'm fine. Oh, just a little. Thanks.
Yeah, no harm in that.
Do you live alone, Inspector?
Well, I used to share with my sister who died 4 years ago now. Quite alone.
When do you listen to music?
Oh, only on Sunday mornings. When the sun is out, I play Handel and Corelli, and I play Bach when it rains.
Bach. I love Bach. A beautiful binding. Oh, the Tibetan Book of the Dead.
An ancient Buddhist guide to the afterlife experience. You should read it. I think you'll find it reassuring. I do. I'm so often close to the business of dying.
You are?
Oh, only in my work, you know.
Oh, of course. Oh, this has been very pleasant. That drink, just what I needed. Well, did you say Sergeant Fairley will be waiting? I suppose I better be on
Well,
my
if he's
way.
found anything untoward, there'll be an officer waiting for you. Now, don't worry. Just before you go, would you like to see a little hobby of mine?
Yes.
Oh, grand. It's just through here.
Why have you locked the door?
So we won't be disturbed. As you can see, I've been preoccupied with you, Patricia. Patricia, for 9 very happy months. I know it must come as a shock.
I had no idea.
How could you know? You thought I was keeping an eye on Sullivan, whereas my only wish was to be near you.
Why didn't you tell me? If only I'd known.
It wouldn't have been the same. I wanted to have you for myself, but because of my nature, I had to go the long way round.
Oh, you have me now?
Do you like my pictures?
They're very professional. I had no idea I looked so soulful.
I'd seen you come out of Fionnuala Sullivan's house. And then I saw you in Grafton Street, waiting to cross the road. You're at your most spiritual with the wind in your hair. And then I saw you in the pub. And you were rolling your cigarette from a tin in which you kept your loose change. It was though all you required from life could be contained in a 2-ounce tobacco tin. And that's when I really fell in love with you.
In love?
Oh, if only you could see your skirts a-sway. No. Skirts a-swirl.
like a stately ship of Tarsus.
So it was you who made all those literary telephone calls. They were wonderfully poetic. I really think I should go now.
Oh, of course, of course. But before you go, I want to take a picture of you as La Morphise. The lady in the picture over the bed. Before I met you, she was my ideal of Irish womanhood. Mary Louise O'Murphy. She rose, or lay down, to become one of Louis XV of France's favorite mistresses. I want to take a photograph of you in that position. I'm certain your naked body is even lovelier than hers.
Oh, no. Please. I'm not at all beautiful naked. My hips are too wide. My breasts are too small. Do you realize I don't even know your first name?
Seamus. Are you frightened, Patricia? Do knives interest you at all? Nothing, in my view, not gold nor silver, not platinum, is as beautiful as tempered steel. The blue tinge it has, the coldness to the touch. The sharpness of it. I want you to undress, Patricia. That's grand. Now, look at the picture, Patricia. You see how her right leg is stretched out there? And bring the other one just down a bit over the edge of the couch. That's it. Now your left arm out a little bit. And the other one up high. That's beautiful. Beautiful, Patricia. Inside, you're very, very frightened, but you're too proud to show it. I admire that. That's terrific. Terrific. Now, that's right. Now, your chin up just a fraction. That's it. That's it. No, don't smile. Don't smile. Yes, that's beautiful. Yes, hold it like that. That's it. Now, another one, just like that. Lift your head a little bit more. That's it. That's the one. Now, imagine I'm the horny king himself, coming to do you the great honor of enjoying you. That's it. Oh, that's grand. Yes. That's the beautiful, Patricia. Now, one more, just like that. Hold it. That's it. That's beautiful, Patricia. That's grand, Patricia. Terrific. Just stay like that. Now the head up a little bit more. We'll take just a few more now. You ready? Raise your head just a little bit. Moisten your lips. That's it. Oh, that's beautiful, Patricia. That's grand. You know, there's a sort of aura all around you. That's it. Terrific. Wonderful. You know, the painter Rubens tends to give his women dimples at the top of the rear cleft. I mention it because I find yours very affecting. I find sometimes that fear makes the flesh go cold. Oh, it isn't just a metaphor from some old thriller. Her blood ran cold. It did. It does. Right here. They get a cold sweat. They really do. But how surprising. You're warm and dry, Patricia. Oh, Lord. I've gone and marked your lovely back with my own blood. I'm so sorry.
I'll see you tomorrow evening at 8 then. You should put some alcohol on that thumb to disinfect it. I came to fetch the aspidistra for Monica. Hope you are well. Love, Robert. Dear Sergeant, I'm leaving on the 9 o'clock ferry for England tonight. I'm so afraid. I've just come face to face with the murderer. You'll think I'm raving mad when I tell you it is none other than your own Inspector McFly.
Faithless Patricia. You trifled with me. You drank my wine and promised to come back for more. It's too late now, isn't it?
Men overboard!